All right, what's good, YouTube? We're gonna keep this one short, simple, and sweet. So we're gonna do an album review today. Oh, let me get my light right. There we go. Doing an album review on Autumn's album. Pretty good album. I like it overall. Not bad at all. Got a couple songs on there I like. Some that I just can skip over. Let's start with what I do like on this album. Let's see what I got here. So we're going to my library. This is Autumn's album. You Never Was Mine. So out of that album, there's 10 songs. I only like three, right? So I like Force His Hand, Rose Gold Protect, and then Undercover. Uh, I'll run through it a couple more times, see if I might add another song or two in there. But that's pretty much what I got. So, I mean, I don't need to do any math. There's 10 songs, three that I like. That's like a 30%. Um, if I were to just grade this just subjectively, not thinking about it and not doing the math that I normally do to do this, I'd probably give it about maybe like a 4 or 5 just off of the song. So I'll just say we'll call it like a 5. So it's just average. It's pretty much what I was expecting, what I would was looking for with the artist like this, or pretty much any artist. It's just like an average album. Um, Now I will say, even though I'm giving this, I know the math says it's like a 3 out of 10 stars, which kind of I mean I kind of agree with that because there wasn't a lot of songs on here that I liked. And then there's just some things about his cadence and whatnot that I can tell he's still got to work on and whatnot. But anywho, even though it's like a 3 out of 10, I definitely will give it at least a 5. It's definitely average as far as the bars, the music, and everything. I don't even want to say average in a negative way. It's what I was expecting from him. It's what I was looking for. Okay, all right, this sounds like an autumn album. Now, what will give him the edge, in my personal opinion, is I don't know how true this is, but apparently he produced all of these songs. So bars and just music wise, beat selection, I'll give him about a 5. But the fact that he actually made these beats and then rapped on them, I gotta give him like a strong 6, 7, maybe even close to an 8 because I liked all the beats in this whole entire album. So if you're just equating the bars and the music and the songs, I give it maybe like average. It was what I was expecting. But if you bring in all the elements of him making his own beats and him making the songs, obviously combine those together, this is a true overall artist. I would definitely give it like a 7, a strong, solid 6, or like a weak 7, if that makes sense. But a strong, solid 6 point, like 5 and above, almost a 7. Just for the simple fact that he made his own beats and he obviously made his songs. If a lot maybe some people know or don't know, but he actually started off as a producer. Autumn actually used to hit me up and would make Capsule Corp type beats, and he was actually out of all the producers that ever hit me up throughout the years that was like, I want to be a part of Capsule Corp. How do I get in? He was the closest to making and creating the sound because he would send me snippets and like send me like videos of him making beats, or just he would send me some beats, and then I found him on YouTube too. China ended up finding him on YouTube as well, and would send me his beats because at the time he wasn't going by Autumn, he was going by Trap God Benji. So I really heavily contemplated adding Trap God Benji into, which was Autumn, into Capsule Corp because he actually could recreate the sound really well several years ago. So I got old messages of us talking back then when he was Trap God Benji, and then one day I kind of happened to think about it randomly. So I looked up Trap God Benji, couldn't find it again, and I typed his name in on like my Instagram DMs, and then Autumn popped up, and I was like, oh, well, that's weird. I've never talked to Autumn. And I clicked on it, and that's when I made the connection and realized Autumn is Trap God Benji, and I was talking to him several years ago, and he's shouted me out in a couple of interviews and whatnot. So I definitely appreciate that and show respect. Saying, hey, I used to listen to Capsule Corp, China, and Milan, and they inspired me to make music. And I started off as a producer, and they were my inspiration. So I greatly appreciate that, and I greatly appreciate him always, showing love whenever that question is asked. From what I've seen from every time he's been asked about his producer background, he's always mentioned us, and I always appreciated that because it just shows that there's still some genuine people within this music industry. Because personally, I just don't think a lot of these people are genuine. A lot of people call each other twin after a week of meeting them, and now everybody's cool and whatnot. But back to the overall topic as far as the album goes, definitely give the album a solid 5. It's average. It's pretty much what I was expecting. And again, every time I say average, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it as in like I was expecting this from this artist. This is at bare minimum what we should be seeing from this artist. We shouldn't be seeing anything less than that. when you sprinkle in the fact that he's done his own production in this, and then a few other ones, because I didn't realize he did it on the that Midnight tape. He did some production on there, and I like those beats. And I think I actually did a album review on that, but at the time I did not realize he produced that. I'm not sure what I graded him. Whatever I graded him, add about a point or two to it for the fact that he made his own beats. Now I've noticed other artists are also going down that wave that actually know how to produce and rap. They're starting to kind of do that, and I think that's like the ultimate artist. Like if you want to call yourself like an artist, like you can produce, you can record yourself, and you can rap. You want to be a rapper, you just strictly rap it on beats. Cool, fine, fine. That's totally fine. But this is the epitome of an artist. This young man, this guy right here, is what I would call an artist because he can do more than just let me listen to a song and rap on it and make a hit and go from there. The fact that he can make his own beats, he can rap on them, and he can probably record himself. He may not know how to do all the in-depth engineering. He probably doesn't do his engineering, but he might do a little something to it to touch it up. That is the epitome of an artist. That's what I would call somebody that is an artist. So like you'll have the example of or the argument of people saying, "Are you a beat maker or a producer?" I think I'm a producer. A producer is going to help see the project through from front to back, from the beginning to the end. So I've helped artists kind of learn how they want to rap, work on their cadence, helped them with beats. We got some album artwork made. We recorded videos or set it up for other people to record videos or get album artwork. Like I started the project from step 1 and finished it all the way through step 10. Right? That's a producer. A beat maker would be somebody that like I just strictly make beats. Here you go. Here's some beats, and that's it. So that's why there's a difference in my head between a beat maker and a producer, and an artist and a rapper. This to me, Autumn is 100% a artist because he can do more than just rap. So and that's what I like. I really like seeing more artists than I do rappers. I like that artists can do other things. Even if you got the rappers that can rap, they could sing, they could do some other styles and whatnot. That's cool. But the fact that you can record yourself, but you made that beat. Somebody like a Travis Scott. Travis Scott started off in his beginning earlier years making all his own beats, rapping on them, and engineering and recording. Same thing with a Kanye West, and you see to the level that both of those artists are, and how much love and respect they get from their fans and their fan base. I have the utmost respect for an artist that can do something like that, that can just do more than just one thing. So I always think that's a good talent to have, like a hidden gem, because it sets you aside and sets you apart from other people. So overall, we'll give the album rap wise a 5. Is what I was expecting from. Now the overall project of this, and then what he's doing and his persona, I 100% will give this album and this project a good strong 6 or a 7, simply because of the music that he's created, and then the fact that he's put in the effort to produce all these songs, if I am correct. Because after listening to it, I didn't notice any producer tags for a majority of the songs. I don't recall. I might have to run through it again just to be sure. So I would assume that he actually made all these beats, because that's what I was told, and I know he actually is a producer from his Trap God Benji days. So shout out to Autumn. Go check out his album and more of his music and everything. Great artist to listen to. Very good artist. Very knowledgeable person. If you see his interviews, you can tell he's not a stupid guy. A very smart kid. But check out his stuff, man. Great artist. Like his music. Keep a lookout on all his projects that's coming up. Any type of singles and videos and whatnot. Go ahead and like, love, and share all this stuff. And continue to help these artists that are actually working and grinding and doing their thing. But that's all I got for you guys today. I want to keep it short and simple. I was going to do a little something else, but I actually got some medical issues going on. I kind of messed my eyes up, so I can't have a whole lot of screen time right now. It's very sensitive to light and whatnot. But I wanted to get you guys some content out. Hopefully next week I can go back and do something like a beat tutorial for you guys. I got a couple that I've been waiting on, but I can't do a whole lot of screen time for the next several days. Like this bright light right here is kind of whooping me up right now. But that's all I got for you guys. I want to keep it short, sweet, and simple. Follow me on all my social media. Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you'll find me. If I don't, you won't. And that's about it, guys. Leave a like down at the bottom of the video. Leave a comment. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Either which way, just interact with the video so the algorithm starts to work in my favor, man. That's all we got for this week. We'll see. Catch back up next week. Peace.